Hello and welcome everyone to Natural Grocers Nutrition Education presentation. We are so pleased to introduce Dr. Audrey Ross. Dr. Ross is a senior national educator with Country Life Supplements. She has a PhD in naturopathy and is a master herbalist. Hi, Dr. Ross, and welcome. We are so pleased to have you present today.
Thanks, Janine. I am so honored to be part of your program, and I think it's a great learning opportunity for all of your customers and everybody else because we want to have information out there that is vital. Now, as I'm starting to share my screen here, we'll start out with basically what Janine said. I am with Country Life. I have been with Country Life for 10 years. I was in private practice for 10 years in Texas, and I was recommending Country Life products. So being their educator right now is a very easy transition for me because the company looks at powering your greatness. That's our focus. We want to inspire you and empower you to be the best that you can be, to power your greatness. And remember, we're all individuals, and that's what we focus on. So we want to provide you with information so that you can make a very well-informed decision on what's best for you. So today we are going to talk about putting some pep in your step with B vitamins. How many of you have gone to the store and said, I just need a little energy. I just need to get some Bs. And you buy a bottle of B vitamins and you go home and nothing happens. You don't feel anything. Well, that happens sometimes because it may not be that right B vitamin for you. And you need to understand the differences in B vitamins. And what are B vitamins anyway? Well, B vitamins are considered an essential nutrient. That means we must consume them, whether it be from our food or from supplements. Now, intake with a proper diet is great, but how many of us have a perfect diet? Not even me, and I know better. So B vitamins work better as a complex. So maybe you've gone in and just taken a B12 or a B2 or a B6. They work better as that family and a family of Bs. And B vitamins do a whole lot more than just give you energy. B vitamins are important for mitigating some of those effects of stress, supporting fat and cholesterol metabolism. They help with carbohydrate metabolism. They help with the immune system support. They help with brain function and cognition and neurotransmitter production, cardiovascular and nervous system health as well. And we know B vitamins are important for hair, skin, and nails. So the breadth of what B vitamins have to do in our body is enormous, and they get used up very quickly. So we need to look at continuing to supply our body with B vitamins throughout the day. And like I said, a lot of times we can get our B vitamins from food, but most of the time we are not quite at the level we need. So we need to look at supplementation. And what about deficiencies? Different symptoms have different B vitamin deficiencies, but remember, B vitamins work together in that family. One will support the other. But if you don't have enough Bs in your diet, that's going to cause a deficiency. But what if you do get enough Bs? Maybe your digestive system isn't working as well, so the absorption isn't there. So let's look at some of the common symptoms of B vitamin deficiency. Fatigue, you just have no energy. Anemia, confusion. Skin rashes can be a result of a B vitamin deficiency. It may not be because you have gotten into something you're allergic to. It may be a deficiency. Compromised immune system. Remember, B vitamins help support the immune system as well. So preventing deficiencies, yes, healthy, well-balanced diet, we know that. Not all of us get that every day. So we need to look at a B complex, and it's the complex of all the B vitamins, all 8 B vitamins. Now there's standard B vitamins and there's something called coenzyme B vitamins, and there's a lot of confusion on what that means. So when we look at the foods high in B vitamins, whole grains, legumes, citrus fruit, avocado, green leafy vegetables, nutritional yeast. Great, we can get all that in our system, but maybe we don't get that every day. So when we look at supplementation, we want to look at what we can do. So standard versus coenzyme B vitamins. Your standard B vitamins, I'm not saying they're bad. They're fine. They've been used for decades. They're like a statue. They have to be converted in your body through the liver to be converted to be body ready, methylated, coenzymated, however you want to say. It's basically body ready, so your body can use them. In that process, you have something called first pass loss, that conversion process, where you can lose 75 to 90% of that dose. So if you take a B100 and you're under stress and your liver's busy filtering out so many other things, you might end up with a B10. That may be why you're having challenges with a B complex. Coenzyme means they're body ready. They don't have to go through that conversion process. They get to the liver goes, you're ready to go, and sends it out to the body. Plus, coenzyme B vitamins don't have that awful smell and they don't upset your stomach. So there's the difference, the standard versus coenzyme. Easiest for your body is a coenzyme B complex, but not all coenzyme B complexes are created equal. You see, legally, as long as you have a B complex and one of the B vitamins is coenzymated, you can say coenzyme B complex on the front. That's where the supplement facts panel comes into play. Now, that's that ugly black and white on the back that's usually written so small you need a magnifying glass to read it, but that's where the facts are. And when you're selecting a B complex, you really need to look at that supplement facts panel. Unless, of course, you're buying the Country Life Coenzyme B Complex. Country Life Coenzyme B Complex has been around for over 15 years. We were the first to bring a Coenzyme B complex to the market. We have all 7 coenzyme Bs as well as dibencoxide, and a lot of people don't know what dibencoxide is. So we know B12, methylcobalamin for energy, right? But methylcobalamin is not the form that actually helps the body create ATP. That's dibencoxide. So methylcobalamin, its main job is to help repair DNA and RNA. And when that's done, it can convert to dibencoxide to help the body create ATP. But what if you've got a lot of that work to do? So with the Country Life Coenzyme B Complex, we have methylcobalamin and dibencoxide. So if you take the Country Life Coenzyme B Complex, you will probably feel it more than if you take another coenzyme B complex. So all 7 coenzyme Bs in there, plus dibencoxide, they can be taken on an empty stomach or with food because the coenzyme doesn't upset your stomach and you don't have that unpleasant smell. We also only use the 5-methyl-tetrahydrofolate. So here's an example of what might be a comparison chart for standard versus coenzyme Bs. When you're looking at the supplement facts panel, if you're looking at B1, you want to see on that supplement facts panel thiamine cocarboxylase. If that is not on that SF panel, it's probably not in the product. So an easy way to do this, you don't have to write all this down and remember it. Check out that Country Life Coenzyme B Complex supplement facts panel and compare it to what you're taking now and see where the differences lie. That's an easy way to do it. We also have something called Coenzyme B Complex Advanced. Now this is a little bit different. It doesn't have dibencoxide in it because it has PQQ and NADH for energy. Plus it also has benfiotiamine. Now, this would be a good B complex for you to select, maybe if you're having sugar issues, because it helps support sugar metabolism. It still helps increase energy production because of the PQQ and NADH. People go, what is PQQ? What does that mean? PQQ is basically a 13th B vitamin, but it's found in food, and it really helps the cells produce more energy. So more energy produced in the mitochondria makes more energy for you, and you can get it in foods. But again, as we talked about, not all of us, including myself, have a perfect diet every day. So that supplementation comes into play. So the Coenzyme B Advanced is a great product for you to look at if you've got sugar issues. Also, if you're dealing with blood sugar issues, you might have some other problems, like maybe some nerve issues or other things that are coming up. So we also have that benfiotiamine standalone product. Now, benfiotiamine is a fat-soluble B1. That's one of the B vitamins that has a little bit different component to it. But at benfiotiamine.org, and you can go to benfiotiamine.org and see the phenomenal research that's been done on benfiotiamine. At 150 milligrams twice a day, the research shows that it inhibits the pathway of AGEs, which is advanced glycation end product. Now, that is a challenge that a lot of people who are dealing with blood sugar issues have. It's a sugar and a protein stuck together, and it works as a very detrimental free radical. So if you can inhibit that pathway so it can't do damage, then you're really helping your body. And AGEs love to attack nerves and blood vessels and kidneys and eyes. Now, if you think about it, What are diabetics worried about? Neuropathy, kidney failure, blindness. Just saying, this is a great product to look at. B12. Okay, B12, we talked about the methylcobalamin and the bencoicide. But when we think about B12 for vegetarian and vegan lifestyle, that is a common B vitamin deficiency. So if you do have a B12 deficiency, yes, take your B complex, but then also add your methyl B12 to it. And we've got a lot of options that you can choose from. And we look at methylcobalamin only. Folate, again, is a great nutrient found in food. Yes, it is. It helps with red blood cell formation. Expectant mothers need it to help with neurotube formation of the baby. So folate, methylfolate, folate is the basic form. You think of folic acid, that converts to folate, that's the coenzyme form. And then the methyl tetrahydrofolate is what's converted to go across the blood-brain barrier. And if you have the MTHFR gene mutation, you know what I'm talking about. Now, not everyone has this, but a lot of people are finding out that they've got a couple of mutations along that cascade on forming folic acid to folate to methylfolate. And methylfolate is very important, not only for the brain function, but also to make sure that that neural tube closes. And National Institutes of Health even recommends that women who are thinking about getting pregnant should take the 5-methytetrahydrofolate 30 days prior to conception, because they may or may not know they've got the MTHFR gene mutation. You see, MTHFR mutation really plays a lot of information across all parts of the body with glutathione, CoQ10. So it's responsible for a lot of things, that methylfolate. If you've got MTHFR, you may not get the methylfolate. This is the cascade that you would find. This is just the information on those 5 steps. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4 mutations. A lot of us have 1 mutation and don't have any effects, but some of us have 4 or 5. That's where you see some of the challenges come in. It's a blood test that can be taken. Your doctor can order it and you can know. But the methylfolate that we have, the 5-methytetrahydrofolate that we have, is a great supplement to look at. With Country Life, we are the undisputed leader in B vitamins. That's why we're bringing you this information today. We want you to understand that whole concept of B vitamins. There's a lot to remember. There's the complexes. And remember, the B vitamins work best as that family. So taking your Coenzyme B Complex, that's a start. If you're B12 deficient, add that B12 supplement. If you're dealing with blood sugar issues, or you see some information on the benfiotiamine.org, there's that standalone benfiotiamine. Biotin and B vitamins are in our beauty formulas, in the Maxi Hair, and the biotin standalone. So no matter what your B vitamin needs are, Natural Grocers has it in a lot of our Country Life products. But most importantly, if you've not tried the Country Life Coenzyme B Complex, give it a try for a month and see how you feel. And let your local store know. I want to thank everyone for their attention, and I'll turn it back over to Janine now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ross. And thank you everyone for watching today. Please be sure to watch for more Natural Grocers presentations and subscribe to our channel. Thank you again, Dr. Ross. We really appreciate all the information you provided today.
Thanks, Janine. I so enjoyed it, and have a great rest of the day. Bye for now.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.